Hi and welcome back to another episode of the I'm with Geek Steam Indie Roundup. This is a roundup of this month's best and worst indie games released on Steam, all of which are under a $5. The first game we have is Red Lake. It describes itself as a horror shooter with elements of quest. Not quite sure what elements of quest means, but we'll carry on. So the first thing I noticed when playing this, besides the horrible voice acting, was the fact that the gun sounds only play through one headphone. I know it sounds like I'm being nitpicky, but trust me, this isn't the only bizarre design flaw in this. Once you've gotten past the ridiculously loud jump scare near the start of the game, you'll come across some dogs that, for seemingly no reason, attack you. I'm willing to look past that because I'm not a massive fan of dogs myself anyway, but the main problem here is the fact that the dogs are always facing you. You can jump on the damn thing's heads and they'll keep facing you. And this is possibly the most fantastic death animation I've ever seen. Quite frankly, I'm not going to go any further on this. It's lazy, dull, unpolished load of tosh. Hey, they re-released the pre-alpha version of Minecraft on Steam. You know what? No. I can't even joke about this. They haven't even tried to hide it. This is just... there's no reason for this. There's not even some what if Minecraft was crossed with Call of Duty sort of direction that half the games on the Xbox 360 indie game marketplace have. There's nothing here. I can't deal with this shit. What? Huntergatherer is rubbish. It's crap. It's shite. It's terrible. It's horrible. It feels like, and most likely is, somebody's first game. Please just don't. Okay, so this next game's a shooter called Venusian Vengeance. Now after the previous games, I'm sure you can imagine I wasn't expecting much. But it turned out to be a really fun game. You're this little fellow who's been sent to Venus to take out communists. This game's got lovely retro art style with some really nice colouring and some solid sprite art. Admittedly, it's not quite on the level of, say, Metal Slug, but it does look really nice. It's fairly difficult with different types of enemies that are stronger, faster, more annoying, and there's a lot of charm in the little exchanges between your character and the bosses of each level. I really do recommend this game. It's really good and cheap. Go for it. Alright, so now we've got a game called Eron. This is a run and jump simulator where you run and jump. Unfortunately, it's a little buggy and the controls are awkward and inaccurate. Generally though, it does feel good to play. The main gimmick is that you can switch between different planes, making different platforms and objects interactable. Or would that be interactive? I don't know. But it quickly becomes frustrating, and one level has me stumped and it's only 5 minutes into the game. It is a pretty game though. The visuals kind of remind me of Fez, but maybe that's a bit of a stretch. Maybe not worth the money, unfortunately. Orbit is a cute little game where you have control over a comet. Well, it's more that you have some influence on its direction rather than complete control. But the aim of the game is to orbit different planets a set number of times, racking up as many points as you can on the way. It's casual, but it's pretty damn relaxing. It is in fact a port of a game on Android, which shows in the GUI. I can see this being more appropriate with the ease and portability of having this on mobile, but it's still a worthy purchase, I'd say. Please don't touch anything. A simple instruction, I'd say. That is, unless a big red button is put in front of you. So this is a very basic game where you press buttons and flick levers and find different endings, all of which are shown on the back wall after completion. It's a fun little thing to open and play around with for a few minutes, and it's fairly cheap too. There are some puzzle elements to it, though it mostly consists of trying to work out what the hell that stuff on the poster actually wants you to do. I'd say give it a go, you might like it. That's all the games I've got for you this month, so tune in again next month for another batch of indie games. In the meantime, pop over to my Twitch channel where you can watch me play some of the games shown here, as well as a bunch of others. Thanks for watching. See ya.